Okay, so the last thing we need to talk about is how to test a website on your local IIS server. If you have Windows 7 or 8 or later, then the IIS server is already installed. It comes with your operating system. It might come with XP, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so let's say we have our Visual Studios project, and we're going to do it with Visual Studios because it has a couple more steps than just testing an HTML page on your local IIS server. So let's say you wanted to publish this website, very simple website. So the first thing I'd usually do is, okay, I'm going to publish it. I need a directory, a local directory to publish the website to. So let me go to my computer and create a simple directory, empty directory. Okay, so let me go into C drive, and I'm just going to create a new folder called testing 01. Okay, so empty directory, we're going to dump the published website into here. Okay, so let's go back to the Visual Studios. We're going to go to build, publish the website. Instead of publishing it to the server, instead we're going to publish it to a local website. Okay, we're going to go publish it to a local IIS server. Okay, notice that you get this warning message. To access local IIS websites, you must run Visual Studios administrative account. So let's cancel out of this and run Visual Studios in administrative form. Okay, so to run Visual Studios with administrative privileges, go to Windows, Microsoft Visual Studios, right-click, and click on Run as pop-up asking you if you want to do this. Yes, I want to do this, and it opens. Okay, so we opened the website as administrator. I already opened the website that we were working with, went to build, publish website. So we're back to this page. Now let's click on this to change, to maneuver to the directory that we want to maneuver to. So you either have the option of publishing your website to a file system, or you can publish it to the local IIS server, one of your local IIS websites. This is what we want to do. In order to do this, though, we first have to create a location to publish our files to. Now we already created the physical location that we're going to publish to right here. All the files are going to get dumped here. But before we do anything else, we have to tell our local IIS server that this is where the files for this website is going to reside. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so let's open the local IIS server. You can go to, it's an administrative tool, and it's called the Internet Information Services Manager. You're going to want to open this as administrator also. So you right-click on this, click on Run as Administrator, and this is what the IIS Manager looks like. The first thing I want to do is start the IIS Manager. And the next thing I want to do is create another site so we can do our testing with that site. Okay, so I'm going to click on Site, Add Website. Okay, this is going to pop up. I am going to name it, since we named this directory testing 1, I'm going to name this testing 01 as well, and hope I don't have anything named that. Application pool, I'm working with ASP.NET 4.0, so I want to keep it 4.0. Now we enter the physical path. That would be the path to the location where we're going to dump our files. Documents, I don't think it was in documents, it was in the C directory. Site publishing, testing 1, this is where we're going to dump our files. Okay, and I think everything else looks in order. Click OK, it's going to ask you, says one of these other websites is already assigned to run off port 80. If both of these websites are running at the same time, you might have problems. Are you sure you want to go ahead and assign this new website to port 80? Yes, I do, because I don't have any of the other websites running, so click yes. Okay, so now I have my test 1 started. One last thing I want to do is I prefer to have directory browsing on, especially when I'm testing. So I go to the directory browser, say I want to enable this. We showed in a different video what this does for you, but right now I'm just going to go ahead and enable directory browsing. That's that. Now let's go back to Visual Studio. Alright, now we can go publish, build, publish website. And it goes back to this. Okay, automatically thinks I want to publish to file system. So I'm going to publish to the local IIS server. Testing 01 is what we named our IIS website. I'm going to click on open. I think that's everything I wanted to fix. So I'm going to click OK, and we can watch all the files get published to the directory. Okay, so I only got the web config. Wait. Oops. Okay, so if you saw what I just did, I went ahead and when we first opened the IIS server, we went ahead and started the IIS server, then created this, but I forgot to start it, so I started this website, and then I stopped the other website that I didn't need running. And then when I went to the existing files will be deleted, yes, that's fine. Okay, so after waiting a while, it finally did publish to the testing 01 directory. We have our files here, so now we can go ahead and test out our website, the files that we've loaded onto our test bench or IIS server, see if it works. So let's open up Internet Explorer, go to localhost. There's either two ways to do that. You go HTTP. When we typed in localhost, HTTP localhost, that gives us a list of all the pages that are in this directory. If we type on and click on the sample page, then we can see if this project successfully runs on a website, on a server. And as you can see, it does successfully run on a server. Click the button, it works. And so it looks like this website is ready to go and ready to be loaded onto server, such as your GoDaddy server account. Okay, so just as you can with a regular server, you have two options accessing your files. You can either type in the IP address or you can type in the domain name. So we typed in the domain name localhost, but you can also access your website via the server using your IP address. So if you went to the command prompt, cmd command prompt type IP config, I'll give you a list of what your IP address is for this computer, and once you do that, you type in the IP address, and once again you can view your website as you would on as if it was published on a regular server. The last thing I want to show is that you remember when we were creating our test website that we said that we were going to put it to port 80. Okay, so since we put it to port 80, this is the default website port for the internet. So if you had not set the port to port 80 when you were typing in the address, you would have had to specify which port the internet browser could find the website at. So if we went to Internet Explorer, typed in localhost, this is the same as typing in localhost:80. If you had chosen another port, you would just type in that port number after localhost, and the website using that port would be displayed. Since I don't have anything at this port, it's not displayed. So I think that's all there is to know in a quick lesson about how to test one of your Visual Studio's websites on using the IIS server.